Hi, I'm Denise Teichert.
And I'm David Newton, and on today's episode of Fine Wine and Design, we have found the perfect pairing for Arizona's fine wines
And German engineered designs. Learn about both as we visit Lawrence Dunham Vineyards and bring a few surprises back with us for our Looks and Cooks feature right here at West Star Kitchen and Bath. Let's meet Kurt Dunham now for a private tour of this magical place that he calls home.
It's great to have you here at Lawrence Dunham Vineyards in beautiful Cochise County, Arizona. Our winery is named after my parents, Betty Jane Lawrence and Robert Irvin Dunham. Since there are no male children in the family, to carry on the name, we decided to name grapes after them. And so, unfortunately, they're not here to be with us to see this, but they live on in spirit here every day at Lawrence Dunham. We chose this spot for a couple of reasons. One, it is in the Chiricahua Mountains, and we believe greatly in mountain fruit. Some of the greatest wineries we've visited in our lives have been in the mountains. And we think that the characteristics of the fruit from the mountains is just wonderful. The mountain actually creates its own weather. And we get the cooling breezes and the four seasons that I think are conducive to making the greatest grapes in the world. We get over a 30-degree temperature differential between the daytime high and the nighttime low, which is very good for wine grapes. It thickens their skins, concentrates their sugars, and provides a lot more intense fruit. The reason we chose the Rhone varietals, Petit Syrah, Grenache, Syrah, and Viognier, is that our soils are very much like those in the Rhone Valley of France. It's also the warmest growing region in France, and we are in Arizona, and it's warm here too. So we chose the Rhone varietals, and we think they're going to flourish here and provide some really interesting flavors as they get down further into the soil. We're getting ready to plant about 2,000 additional Petit Syrah plants here for 2012. Since January, we've been working on getting the infrastructure put in the vineyard. It's a little over 2 acres. We had to put in all the steel, the trellising system, all the wires, and the drip irrigation system to accommodate the new plants coming in. This is a crucial time for us at the vineyard. It's April, and we have bud break, which means the plants have come out of their dormant state, which they've been in over the winter time, and are now producing great flowers, great buds, and leaves. Being at 5,000 feet elevation, we are still at risk of getting a late frost, so we're always worried about the weather this time of year. Hopefully we will have a nice warm spring and not have to deal with that. Each of our plants has its own trellising system. We use what's called a single cordon training system, where there's one main vine for each plant, and that vine it rests in its entire life on what we call the fruiting wire. The fruiting wire bears all of the weight of the plant as well as the fruit for the entire life of the plant. Everybody that comes to the winery gets to meet Epi, our winery dog. Epernay is named after the second city of Champagne in France, one of our favorite towns in France where Dom Perignon is made. And what more special place could be than that? Epi gets to ride around a lot in the gator with us. She gets to inspect our work, and she's a constant companion down here the long hours we spend here at the winery making the wines for you.
Don't go away.
When we come back, Kurt brings a little of his magic back to the kitchen.